Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a War Room video. If there's one thing that we know about the NFL, their overtime sucks. Pretty bad.
It's okay.
Pretty bad. That is F tier.
F tier.
Today, we're looking through a list of 7 different ideas, proposals, whatever you want to call it, and we're going to rank them A through F, and we're going to let you know what the best one out of all of them is. And, I mean, I'm sure it can't be much worse than what we already have.
Yeah. So the Titans already proposed something to the NFL. What would we rank that?
That might be on here.
Video.
That might be on here.
Right,
that might be on here.
All right, wait then.
Put that down.
No, because it can get better.
It can get better.
It can get better.
It can get better.
So all I'm saying is if you rank it in S, it cannot get better.
Or can it?
So remember what you're walking yourself into. That's all that I got to say. Now, there's going to be some simple ones here. I think, so number 1,
Yeah.
they call it mandatory possession.
So you have to have the
What
ball.
would happen? It will guarantee each team a possession in overtime no matter what happened. If one team has a point advantage after the first 2 possessions, that team wins. So essentially, if a team scores and they get an extra point, and then the next team scores a touchdown, they can go for 2 and win it there, kick the extra point, and then I believe it's sudden death after that if they both get a touchdown.
So the football game just carries on.
Yeah, you know what? I
like that a
like
lot.
that.
I would say that.
Here, wait.
There's no.
You know what?
That's what I want. That's what it should be.
How come
Here's the
it's
thing.
never been
Hold on.
this simple before?
Hold on. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
There's no. So the thing between that is there's no difference between overtime and the regular game. Correct? There will be no difference.
Well, there is a difference because it does go to sudden death, but each team is guaranteed 1 possession.
Right.
So it's what the rules are now, but if the Chiefs run down there and score, the Bills will still have a chance.
Actually,
okay, so real quick, before you want to do S, there's cons, apparently, according to this. Should I read them or no?
Well, my question is, can it still end in a tie? If so, then it's an A.
That's what
it doesn't say, but...
It would because it's.
If it can end in a tie,
The regular
it's an A.
rules.
That's my biggest pet peeve.
No, but so after...
Is there a time limit?
Each team gets only guaranteed 1 possession. So if they both score a touchdown and an extra point,
That's it.
the next score wins. It's the next score, whether it's a field goal or touchdown.
But then we're right back where we were. How overtime is right now, where the next score kind of wins.
Yeah, but they still both get
Kind
a
of.
chance, though.
Right.
All
But-
they ask is they get a chance.
Right.
Both teams get a chance.
Which makes it more fair. So like that team that might not get a second possession has the chance to go for 2.
Yeah.
I see flaws in it, but it's a very.
I think this is really good.
I like it.
Sorry.
It was an
I'm
S
not gonna
until
say S.
if it can end in a tie, though, it's not S.
Can we have no
I'm
time
gonna-
limit, please? Like no
give it a
time.
B. I feel like it could be better.
Let us know. Should we eliminate ties from the NFL?
B for B better.
B for B better. Okay.
A for.
The consensus grade is a B plus for that one, apparently.
Okay, so we're right around it.
Oh, there's grades on this.
I guess so. I just seen it right now. All right. Mandatory possession unless a 2-point conversion on the first score.
This is Tennessee's.
A team can win on the opposing possession of overtime by scoring a touchdown and then converting a 2-point attempt. Otherwise, a first possession touchdown would still lead to a kickoff, and the opposing team would have a chance.
That was the Titans' proposal.
That's not as good.
D.
Oh no! See, that's where you're wrong. That's an A because that is good. It makes it so much more exciting.
Because
wait,
here's
hold
the
on,
thing.
But
if-
how is that worse than or better than the one we just talked about?
Because if you go for 2 and you don't get it, then that team, all they have to do is get down the field and kick a field goal.
But the thing that I see, the flaw that I see in it is this whole thing is basically to stop the Chiefs as of right now.
No.
And I could see the Chiefs easily getting a 2-point conversion.
That's
They
the thing.
did it in that
You
game.
say that, but that's not true. It's not that easy to get a 2-point conversion.
They did it in the game against the Bills.
Yeah, but that's one time.
But that's all they need.
Yeah,
is
that-
one time.
Because
They
I guarantee you, if that was the rules and that's what happened, people would still be complaining.
I
saying
don't
that Josh
think-
Allen did get a chance to.
I don't think a
like that.
2-point conversion is as easy as you think it is.
It is when the Chiefs are just
For the
rolling.
Chiefs, it is.
cuz.
Their goal line offense
But
is
it's
insane.
every single play. Like it's like they have to get that 2-point conversion.
Right. So let me jump in real quick. I'm going to give it a C.
That's what I gave it.
And I go back to what I was saying earlier. If they want to be able to end the game without another team getting a chance to retaliate, they should make it a little bit more tough than 2 yards. If it was from the 5-yard line and you could take a chance to win the game,
Yeah, I can see that
that's
being
money.
better.
Because if you don't get that and the other team scores a touchdown, they just kick an extra point and
That's
win.
what I'm saying.
I like that. But
That's
not
why
what
I
it
like the
is, though.
5-yard line
But
better.
if it's on
That's
the
not what it
5,
is, though.
though,
Yeah,
it's
it
like
is.
you know
It's
that
on the
team's-
2-yard line.
Yeah, I
It's on
know.
the 5.
I know.
It's like you know they're passing.
I don't
if
think
it's
it's different
on the
between 2 and 5
If it's
though.
on the 2, you really don't know what they're going to do.
That's
Right,
what I'm
they're
saying. The
more-
2, like I feel like
don't-
this
I
is
don't-
good because
But a team like the Chiefs, though, like a really good team, I
They're
feel
gonna
like
score.
can convert 65%. Like it's definitely well
That's
over
still-
50.
that's not
but
100
doesn't-
though.
Aren't we back at the same situation?
We also
though, where
kinda
I know
need-
it's
You're
I know
not.
it's a risk.
We kind of need
I
to
agree.
stop just comparing it with the Chiefs. Though there's also another 31 team. You know how many
That's what I'm
overtime games
saying.
there were last season?
Right,
Not
and-
the Chiefs.
And what I think is if this is the rule from the 2-yard line, these teams are going to have. I mean, they already have really good 2-point conversion plays that they bring out, and I mean most of the time they work. I mean, we've seen Philly like plays like Philly special. The Chiefs got so many gadget plays, like they save these plays, and I feel like the conversion rate would go up.
I feel like only 50% of teams in overtime would go for that 2-point conversion.
See, I feel like only the not bad teams, but the teams that think that they don't have as better chance as the team that's. I don't think the Chiefs would go for that every time.
Right,
to be
that's
honest. I
why-
think they would kick a field goal because they think they could stop them or score again.
And it turns into an exciting game. After
I
that.
feel like
Oh,
what
it
only
just turns
teams
into a
that-
field goal at that
Yeah.
point.
Like I feel like teams that are good enough to score will be like, oh, we're gonna get the ball back anyway. We'll just kick a field goal, we'll score.
I think I like proposal 1 a little bit better personally.
I do
I
too.
do
I
too.
know. I do
you
too.
like you like the second one
because that that brings everyone to the edge of their seat after they score that touchdown. Whichever team scores a touchdown. So let's say the first team goes down the field, doesn't score a touchdown, and the next team they get the
better.
possession.
All they have to do is kick a field goal.
All they have to do is kick a field goal.
Mhm. Because the first team had their chance.
Right. I feel like that's a fair role.
I mean, yeah, that's right. I mean, scoring touchdowns is like not always the easiest thing either.
That's
you
what I'm
know?
saying.
So, all right.
I give it an A.
Proposal 3.
Wait, what was the grade on that?
I gave it a C.
No, the on the
The
overall.
C. Everybody said C.
I say you're just cheating.
bollocks.
I'm not even looking at it like that. All right. Proposal 3 is called Spot and Choose. What would happen? The winner of the overtime coin toss would have a new decision to make. Instead of choosing whether to kick off or receive, the coin toss winner could make one of 2 choices. It could decide whether the ball will be spotted, with the loser of the coin toss choosing whether to play offense or defense first, or it could choose to play offense or defense, allowing the loser to spot the ball.
So what? They're just gonna put it at the 1 yard line every time?
If
garbage.
the basic common man can't understand it, it's too complicated. Don't even
What?
try it.
So I think it is what it means is like, okay, let's say it's the Chiefs and the Bills. The Bills win the coin toss. So they're like, okay, I want to give them the ball, but I'm going to put the ball at their 1 yard line. I think that's what it means.
That sounds
Yeah, but
so
why wouldn't you put it
stupid.
at the 1 yard
Exactly.
line?
But that's what I'm
That
saying.
sounds so stupid.
Or they would be like, oh, we want the ball, and the Chiefs would be like, okay, we'll put it on your 1 yard line. So it's basically just whatever team trying to go the entire field.
Screw this.
I don't like that. F.
Screw this.
Okay. So whoever wins the coin toss chooses where the ball is spotted.
And then
The loser of the coin toss chooses whether or not they want to be on offense or they want to be
Yeah.
on defense.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a little better.
That's a little
Ooh,
better.
That's ooh.
So it's like, I mean, your best bet is saying the 50-yard line.
Yeah, I mean there'd probably be a standard for pretty much everything, right?
But here's
It
the
would
thing
have
No,
to.
because then they could just kick a field goal.
Here's
or
the
they're
thing.
closer to kicking a field goal. I
Here's
don't
the
know.
thing again. The team would be stupid to not always pick the 1 yard line. Because if they say they want to go on defense, then they get the ball at the 1 yard line.
No,
Or
they
if the
still have to
person-
go
No,
99
it's the
yards.
odd- it's
They
the
just
other
have to go
team.
99
No, but I'm
yards.
saying, like, let's say the Chiefs get the ball, right?
Okay.
Or the Chiefs get to spot the ball.
And
they
they
put
pick
it at
the
the
1
Bills'
yard line.
1 yard line. If the Bills say they want to be on offense, they got to go 99 yards. If the Bills say they want to go on defense, the Chiefs just have to go 1
No,
yard.
they have to go 99
Yeah, I was
yards
going to say they have
also.
to go 99.
Oh, so it's not on what
No,
side.
yeah, they have to
it's
go
just
whatever,
a-
however many
Oh.
yards they need is however many yards like each team would go.
Yeah.
I still don't like it. At D then.
Dang, it just
I kind of like that,
It-
actually.
like it's interesting, right? But
But is it
That's
still
not
one
solving
possession
the
thing?
rule.
Is it
Yeah,
still one
right.
possession thing?
Like, yeah,
That's
can
not
they just
solving
kick? Can they just
anything.
kick a field
Yeah.
goal? Okay, and then so say we're doing Chiefs Bills, right? And the Chiefs pick 1 yard line. Bills drive down. They get a field goal. Now what? Did the Chiefs also start from the 1 yard line? Have to drive down and either score a touchdown or get a field goal?
I don't know. There's too many
Probably.
question marks.
It's interesting.
Yeah,
It's
there
not
is
the
too many
worst
question marks.
D.
I'll give it a D.
D.
Oh,
I don't like that.
Let's see.
how can you give that the same
I don't
score
know,
as the
it's
other
like-
one?
Actually, yeah, that's a D.
That's
it's a
bad.
D.
What's the
It is a
consensus
D.
grade on that one?
Consensus grade is
F minus.
a B. Wow.
Do not vote for that one.
We
NFL
know
teams
who
do not
wrote
vote
this
for that
article.
one.
The
This
person
is
who proposed
proposed by
that.
the Baltimore Ravens, by the way.
When
in
is one of these going to
2021.
say it can't end in a dang tie?
All right, full overtime period with no sudden death. What happened? The teams would play a fifth quarter. It would be 15 minutes, perhaps 10, and the team leading when the clock expires would win.
I like that.
What
Yeah,
about
that's-
ties? What about ties though?
Yep. That's why I can only give that. That's pretty
Not
good to
saying
me.
anything about that.
I would give that an A.
That,
How-
that
but
that's like
is-
the same thing as the first one though. Essentially.
No.
It
Oh
is,
no, because
but-
they're not guaranteeing
exactly.
possession.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like a team could score technically twice, and it still won't
It's
end.
literally
The
just
other
the
team
game
has to-
continues for an extra quarter.
That's kind of how baseball
That's
is,
pretty
you
much
know.
fair all around.
Extra innings?
They go extra innings and then
I
they
like
just
that.
go. And I think
If it
baseball has a
can't
pretty
end
good
in a
rule.
tie, to me, this would be the best thing.
If we can have an overtime with no commercials, that'd be pretty great. Because, well, for like honestly, let's think about this. This
That's
is
what
going
I'm
to
saying.
add
If
a
it's an
lot of
extra
time.
15 minutes, that's a
We're
whole
talking.
extra,
If it's an extra 15 minutes, I can
45
add
minutes or so.
I like 10.
I can add
I like
almost
a
an
10
extra
minute
hour
Yeah.
to the game.
So,
So
oh, good.
is it unfair the team that starts with the ball? Like, is it's not that significant compared to
Necessarily.
only
It's-
like a possession apiece?
No, because again, like I mean, there's no way they could eat
Take
the
away the
clock for
coin
15
flip.
minutes.
Well, then you got to
Just let
go
the
back.
game continue on.
Well, then you got to go back to like the kickoff because it would start off.
You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, I like
So you're
that.
saying like, well, because like, okay, so at halftime, obviously the team that received first, now they're kicking.
Oh,
So
yes.
it's like,
No, just continue.
are they kicking off again, or they just
No,
continue?
just
Oh,
continues.
that's freaking sick. If the game's tied, it goes to the fifth quarter automatically, and whoever has the ball at whatever possession they're at continues the game from that point.
But it's just,
That's sick. That might be an S tier.
it would just
But
be.
I don't think that's how this one.
It's not.
It's not.
Probably not how that
It's
works.
not.
It probably does the coin
It
toss.
doesn't say that it's not like that.
Yeah, but I feel like it would go to a coin toss.
I feel like that's a change that they would specify if they were going to
Yeah.
change that.
Yeah.
Whereas
That's
the
why
coin toss
they-
is
they
just
should
normal.
they just need to do like extra innings in football.
I'd be okay with that.
Like
I
that-
think that's A
Extra
tier.
innings.
Well, you know
Like
how
an extra
It
quarter.
just continues.
Yeah, it just continues. Like it can literally go 7 quarters if it needed to. Make them 10-minute
Right.
quarters.
That the
No
thing-
tie.
Right. So the main problem with this, and people are saying it is a detriment to player health. The extra quarter.
Oh yeah,
Well,
But I
because
mean,
it's
like,
extra
what are
time.
what are the owners and whatnot care? They're trying to tack on extra games anyways.
what are they? That's what they signed. They get paid millions of
A lot
dollars
of the
to do
overtime
that.
or a lot of the overtime games kind of go like majority to 10 minutes. So with player health, like what are you
Right.
on about? Like,
I don't know. Well, so like the one thing that I'd want to say is, and I feel like can get awkward, is whenever you have a 1:00 game that goes into overtime, and now a 4:15 game is
It would.
starting, and then
Yeah.
the other one lasts like an extra
I mean,
hour.
you're right, but
And
I
now
mean-
these TV companies are kind of going back and forth whether or not to play the 4:15 game or the
Usually
overtime
they hold
game.
'em. Whenever there's
Like,
overtime,
Like, that's
depends on-
awkward.
I feel like it depends on the matchup. I feel like if it was like Jets and Texans and it was overtime, they'd be like,
Dude, but it's
"Alright,
all about
whatever."
sports betting though. Like people have money on this, so
Yeah.
they probably want to keep it in. I don't know. Do we rate this or what?
I'm giving.
I
it
did. I gave it an A.
I was gonna say I give it an
You know
A.
You know what? I'll
I
give
like
it an
it.
A also
Stipulations.
if they keep possession where they left off after the fourth quarter is
Yeah.
over.
What if they don't?
Because that's strategic.
B.
If they don't, then honestly, I would give it like a C.
Wow.
I'm not giving it anything an S.
A
until
tie
I
is
hear
still
no
possible
tie.
in
So,
this
yeah, that's what I'm
scenario.
saying. Nothing's an S until I hear no tie.
All
Why has
right.
nobody proposed a no tie, by the
Well,
way?
hold on, we ain't there yet. I don't know.
No, but
Some
at
of
the
them-
end
some
of all these, it should say no tie.
it has not said that. All right. Next one is shootout. What would happen? Broadly speaking, each team gets a certain number of red zone plays to score. This general format has been used at high school and college levels. Okay, so we're talking about college overtime rules.
Which I like. They're not going to do it because they're not going to adapt anything from a NCAA, game. But I like it. I do like that.
See, would that be a no tie? Is that-
This also says they must go for a 2-point conversion as well. No extra points.
Every time.
Yeah.
I
So
like
just
that.
keep that in mind.
I like
I like that a lot more because extra points
He
are
doesn't
pretty
like
automatic.
It. He doesn't like it.
B.
D?
I'm going B for this one.
Sounds stupid and dumb.
It just like
This is D for
It's-
dumb.
it reminds me of like the shootout, right? In
It is.
NHL.
Yeah.
Which a lot of people are against that, and that's why they don't do it in playoffs.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of like it's not how the actual game should be played. You know what I mean?
That's the thing, which
Like, you're taking away all the physical. I mean, it's different in the NHL.
I'll say here because the reason why I think it's different is because you're still going to have a defense out there. You're still going to have an offense
Right.
out there. It's not like it's just the offense trying to score. Where in a hockey shootout, it's the player versus the goalie. That's it. There's no defense. There's no nothing. So it's basically just,
Right.
oh, hey, where's this puck going to go? Let's hope I can dive for it.
Like one thing my dad always said, and it kind of stuck with me, is like, if the NBA went into overtime, like why aren't they just doing a 3-point shoot? They're not going to do a 3-point shootout.
No. I think
You know what I
it's-
mean?
Yeah, you're
It's
right.
different. It's definitely different in a way, but like it kind of makes sense a little bit.
Yeah.
My dad
It
always
seems
told me that,
fun
too.
though. It seems
That's what I'm
fun.
saying. I give it a B.
I like it.
I kind of
I'll
like
give it a
that.
B also. What are you saying?
D.
Dog, it's
Like,
dog
I mean,
water.
I like college overtime, and
I do
if
too.
It's
I'd
fun.
go with it.
Yeah, I like
the
the shootout aspect of
consensus
it.
grade is a B for this one, by the way. All right. Next one is labeled eliminate the overtime coin toss. Instead of holding a coin toss, the home team would automatically get the first possession as a part of home field advantage. The remainder of overtime would be the current structure. Mandatory possession unless the first drive ends in a touchdown.
You're solving nothing.
Yeah, that does nothing.
That's F for.
That would be
Who
the
did that?
dumbest
Who
proposal I've
proposed
ever
that?
heard.
I bet you it was the Commanders.
probably.
Or the Bears.
Probably the
There is
Chiefs.
no team's name that has been dropped from this proposal.
Yeah, freaking. It might have
The
been Chiefs.
consensus grade is a B for this. What's the point of that? That's the grade that is consensus is worse than the proposal. Who would give this a B? That's terrible.
Yeah, that solves nothing.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
That's the worst thing I've ever heard.
The next one. Let's get ready for it. Each team would nominate 5 players.
This is already off to a stupid start, dude.
Players would meet. Let me finish here. Players would meet at midfield
And rock,
Rock,
paper,
paper,
and,
scissors.
and tug of war. No, I'm just making up.
Oh, I was just saying, no
This is
way,
the offensive
bro.
lineman out there.
Okay, so the next
that
one.
would be funny.
Eliminate the clock and play on. What would happen?
Sounds like a tie to me.
The game would continue
No.
past the expiration of regulation. The team in possession of the ball when the clock hit 0 would pick up in overtime where it left at the end of the fourth quarter. If regulation ended with a team facing a 3rd and 6 from the 45-yard line, that's where overtime would begin. There will be no clock. First score wins.
There you go. That's your no.
No.
I don't
It's
like
first
first score
score
wins.
wins.
I
Again,
don't like
That's the
that
same
ruins
thing.
Well, no, it's.
No, because the other one, they still play the whole quarter. Or this one, if they score, it's over.
Well, this one is like I kind of like this one because it's like the game is over. You're picking up right where you left off.
Well, what if they left
And
off
then-
on the 1 and all
Yeah.
they need is 1 yard?
Yeah,
I mean,
but then
what's the point?
I mean,
Like,
I don't know. I like that one. I like that
Well,
one.
the thing is, too, like, it's first score wins, you said?
Yeah, it could be a field
What if they
goal.
just get in the
that's what-
field goal range, run the clock
It's
out?
not like
that's I don't
like
know.
right
It's-
off rip. It sounds terrible, but
they're picking up where they were in the game.
No,
it's
you're
not.
right.
It's not like you're doing a coin toss and you're like getting possession. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
It's like you drove down. Let's say you're at the 45-yard line. You got there. The game technically ended, but now you're in overtime. You're able to finish what you started.
So here's the thing, too. Like, a lot of teams, let's say they are at the 45-yard line, or let's say they're even a little bit farther back. Maybe they're at the 50, and they have a chance to kick a field goal to win. There's no incentive to do that now because, hey, it's 2nd and 6. Let's just take this into overtime. Let's see if we can get a couple more yards and get an easier field goal.
Right, but they
So
still gotta
that
get-
doesn't even.
They still got to get those couple more yards though, and then I feel like everyone's fighting,
Yeah.
playing to their fullest.
You're right, but again, that doesn't incentivize actually trying to win the game at the end of the game. If it's a tie and there's only a little bit
there
of
will
time,
be
None
no
of them
tie.
will.
There is
None
no
of them
tie in
will.
this scenario.
There is no
Hey,
time.
This is
no,
the
I'm
first
saying
one
like
there is no tie.
I'm saying like take it into overtime. Like why even risk winning before you could take it into overtime and get the extra couple yards that you want?
I feel like it'll all play in strategy.
I don't know. I guess
It's
D.
not the worst thing I've ever heard. I'm just like if you don't think of it as an overtime and you just think of it as the game plays
Continuation,
on, it
yeah.
doesn't sound the worst. But
That's
if you think of
how
it
I look
as
at
an
it.
overtime, then it sounds
Well,
terrible.
but what's the point of ending the game then? It just seems like you're trying to let that team win. Obviously, you have to
I
keep
like
possession.
if you want to think about it, I think the best way you could think about it to like think positively of it is there's no possible way for a tie. If the game is tied, play on until it's not tied anymore.
I like that, but I just don't like the no. Like as soon as the first team
Yeah.
scores, it's ending.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm gonna D for that one.
I'm gonna go D also.
That's a B for it's better.
It's better than
Just because
what?
there's no time. I'm gonna
Overtime
give it a
rules
C,
right now?
Just because there's no
Is it better
tie,
than the
it's a big
overtime
time.
rule that we have now?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Because they're fighting, saying it's
Yeah.
a coin flip where you kick off and you gotta go the distance. Whereas
this is more
if you have the
strategic.
ball at like
Yep.
the 20,
Yep.
boom, all you need to go is 20 yards opposed to a whole field. That doesn't. I feel like it could be worse actually.
Yeah, that's why I don't.
'Cause
Like
they're
it.
That's
fighting
if the
at
team has. That's if the team has the ball probably like past the 50-yard line.
But
Like, what if they have the ball on their like? What if they just
Yeah, what
receive
if-
and they have the ball on the 25?
what if
and now
it's
they go
fourth-
75 yards?
Right. What if it's 4th down and they have it on the other team's 25 and now they got to punt it?
You know,
what'd be funny?
A bunch of different scenarios.
What if the
but-
game's about to end and the last thing they do, they just punt the ball away as far as they can? It's like 2nd and 6.
I feel like
They
this
just punt
brings
the ball.
whole new strategy into the game. Like people are going to play, it's going to change the
That's what I'm
game.
saying. It's average. I'll give it a C. The no tie really turns me on, but
Yeah, the no tie is pretty good. I don't know if it's necessarily better.
What's
than
the overall consensus on that?
The overall consensus on that one is a C plus.
I'll give it a B.
I don't know.
Round up.
How many more we got?
I don't know if that was the last one or not. Let me check here. That might have been it for it, boys.
Also,
no tie. Just give no tie, please. That's all
please comment down below your solution to the overtime rules because we want to hear your solutions.
Why
Maybe we'll
don't-
rank your guys'
I want.
solutions.
Why don't people fight for no
go
ties?
through the
Ooh.
comments and rank their solutions?
That's cool.
Is it because
I
of
like
players'
that.
health? Is that why people don't fight for ties more?
I think so.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean,
wonder-
ties have always been a part of
Yeah.
the NFL. So it's just,
Everything surrounds money.
I wonder if
So
there's a
that's
money.
what
That's
you
what
got to
I'm
think
thinking.
about.
Like gambling aspect to it.
Like whatever's going to make the NFL the most money is what they're going to do.
it's,
As of right now, listening to all these, the first one is the one that I like the most. I think.
that's fair.
Well,
Yeah.
I still stick with
that's a good one.
Yeah.
the
First
Titans
and
one, the
second one are
2-point.
my two favorites.
Or it's like, if it's tied at the end of like 10 minutes, have a field goal shootout. That'd be kind of cool.
Field goal.
Yeah, they started at 20.
Yeah, but
back
that's
up
like,
to 30.
oh man, see, I don't like that.
But then it comes
That
down
would be
to one
fun.
player.
I don't want to tie. That's all.
Anything-
if it's still tied at the end of 10 minutes,
They
I
should
would
add,
hate it.
They should add that to the Pro Bowl. That's pretty dope.
Anything
Yeah.
that comes down to one player though
Hashtag
is
kickers
not fair
live
to the
matter.
whole team.
Yeah.
Whoa.
But you got to get a shooter like McPherson out there.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry
People
about
are
that.
drafting kickers first round.
Yeah, honestly. All right, let us know what of these 6?
6 or 7. It's
6
supposed to
or
be 7.
7.
I hope there were 7.
Okay.
I wasn't counting.
Let us know of these 7 overtime proposals, which one you guys like the most. And again, I like what TJ said. Go down in that comment section. If you guys have some that you want us to rank, that'd be awesome to do. So let us know. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.